I guess this sort of ties into something that maybe people my age can relate to more right now is what do you think is like the biggest mistake people my age have with relationships?
Okay, funny you should ask that. No, because I teach. I'm a high school teacher. You know
Mm-hmm.
that, and I've taught junior high and high school,
Mm-hmm.
and um, this is one of the biggest mistakes that I see. It starts usually starts with me hearing somebody in class say, "He cheated on me," and somebody will some girl will just be, "I can't believe he cheated on me." And especially it's especially funny if it comes from like a seventh or eighth grader. Um, and somebody will be like, "Oh, what did he do?" And they're like, "He was texting another girl." and, and
Oh,
um,
jeez.
it's like, oh my gosh, where do I begin? Um, the A big mistake that people make at this age is, um, first of all, being exclusive in junior high. Just that is so
No.
wrong on so many levels. I can't even start. But this jealousy and possessiveness. Being in a relationship with someone does not mean that you own them. It's not a subtle form of slavery.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it, you know, the There's an old saying: if you love something, set it free. If it comes back to you, it's yours, and if it doesn't, it never was.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I can't source that for you because I don't know who said that. But that's the idea. So many people think that being in a relationship means that you forfeit all of your other friendships and connections for that person, and they think that they're kind of like, you're my exclusive property, and they expect them to stop, just suddenly cold turkey stop talking to your friends of another gender, and be available 24/7 to them, emotionally, physically, just whatever, you know um that's so unrealistic and so harmful, especially for kids your age, because you guys are at a time in you're social creatures, and you're not married, and this is a time in your life where you are building all kinds of networks and relationships and friendships, and that are going to be very meaningful to you later in life. I'm still in touch with some of my high school friends, and I love those friendships. They mean a lot to me. I'm in contact with a lot of my college friends, and those relationships are just very enriching and satisfying for you. And right now, you should be really taking advantage of the freedom that you have to build your social network. And for somebody to come along and say, "Nope, stop, time out, you're with me now, so you need to, eyes here, focus on me, don't talk to anybody else." It's so ridiculous. It's so wrong. And so if you're in a relationship with someone, if you're trying to control who they're talking to or whatever, there's no trust there. There's no trust. If someone says, "No, she's just a friend," if a guy tells his girlfriend, "No, she's just a friend, there's nothing between us," and the girl says, "No, but you talk to her all the time," and starts panicking and whining and going on like that, there's no trust there. And a relationship cannot exist without trust. There's got to be trust, and there's got to be freedom, because being together doesn't mean that you have lost your selfhood. You are still an autonomous person, and you can still think for yourself and make decisions for yourself. And when somebody else tries to butt in and control that, that's very damaging on so many levels. Mm-hmm. So that's the biggest mistake that I see in this particular generation. It wasn't an issue when I was growing up because we had no cell phones. So, if you wanted to talk to a girl, you would either do it on the telephone that was attached to the wall or, in person at school or whatever. But, for them to say, no, you can't talk to your friends who are of the another gender anymore, because you're with me now. That's a huge mistake. And the other person the person trying to be controlled is going to start feeling smothered. They're going to start resenting that form of control, in their lives, and they're going to start fantasizing about breaking away from it. And it's really going to damage the relationship. And the other thing that goes along with that is when one person, and very often it's the girl, one person tries to parent the other one, and try to tell them how to dress, how to wear their hair, or where they can go, where they can't go. You have to report to me, all that kind of stuff. They try to police them or be like a helicopter parent, kind of attitude. And boy, that is very damaging too, very damaging. And of course, junior high kids and even high school kids don't have enough experience with relationships to understand that that's not realistic in real life. In the adult world, you're not going to be able to hover over people and control people, and you shouldn't, because they already have parents to begin with, first of all, and teenagers are in the process of breaking away from parents, not in a bad way, but in a normal, healthy way. And there's no reason for them to resubmit themselves to that kind of control in their lives. We're in that at a point they're ready to fly free, So that's a huge mistake. And I wish there was some way for me to let kids know, you're doing yourself in. When I see that happening, that relationship is not going to last very long. You're scuttling it yourself. Well, I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, it definitely did. And yeah, once again, I don't have much to add to that. I think you did a wonderful job, honestly, and pretty much hit the nail on that one.
Yeah. And my kids would tell me that I used way too many words to say something which should have just been a simple concept. But yeah, I hope you're used to that by now.
Oh, don't worry. And that's what makes the conversation fun. That's what adds to it. So anyway, I hope to all our viewers, no matter how old you are or what stage you are in your relationship, I genuinely hope this has helped you in some way. So that's it for me for today. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Vivian, for once again coming on and sharing with us.
Thanks for having me. Always love to see you. Love our conversations.
All right. Well, bye, everyone. Until next time.